of the Mind Flayer.
Welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer, a D&D play podcast set in the homebrewed world of Jekyll. We've got 2 DMs for some reason, which can only mean twice the fun. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your time at
Theatre of the Mind Flayer.
Hey, welcome to Theatre of the Mind Flayer, the podcast with all the nutrients of sucking a Twinkie and all the enjoyment of sucking a twink. I'm Jacob Machin, and here's Caleb Dowdall. How you doing? that was approved by Danielle, so I can't get in trouble
So what
for that.
part of that did you come up with, Danielle?
The sucking
Look,
part,
I just
funnily
helped
enough.
with the grammar.
Oh.
How are we all doing? Please answer at the exact same time.
Good.
fabulous. I'm great. How you doing?
Great.
Fine. Yeah.
Excellent. I was going to ask you, Caleb, I don't think we ever got on to how you got onto D&D. I know these guys had a brief chat in one of the earlier episodes, but what's your history with D&D?
My history with D&D is I had a friend who...
And then you didn't after you started playing D&D?
he was really wanting to get a game going, and he got a group together. This was a few years ago. I really had no kind of interaction with D&D at all, so I jumped in. It was a very loosey-goosey session. Like, he didn't know the rules, and we definitely didn't know the rules, the players, so we just kind of jumped in. It was fun. We played for a few hours, and kind of that was that. And then a year later, I started listening to a lot of D&D podcasts. They just started kind of, not that you should listen to any other D&D podcast other than this one, but I kind of started listening to a lot of these podcasts and kind of learned a lot of the rules through these podcasts, and went, oh, you know what, this is pretty sweet. So yeah, that was my experience. Then obviously I started DMing a game for you guys.
That's
and then
right. Yeah,
you started DMing a game,
Yeah.
and then suddenly we were playing D&D like 4 times a week.
Every interest I have in this country is because you saying, Jake, you'll like this, and me saying, fuck off, Caleb, and then me trying it and you being like, I fucking told
I'm
you.
always just trying to help Jake every time.
I know, I
Every
appreciate
time.
it. You saw that I needed friends and you stepped up.
Yeah.
We're going to play a little game called Taboo Word. So the idea is that 3 of you will decide on a taboo word, and whoever doesn't know the taboo word will come up with a household item or a D&D item, just an item. You guys will start improvising a scene. The 3 players that know the taboo item will try and get the person to say the taboo item. The person who does not know the taboo item gets a point if they go the scene without saying it. And I will time you guys.
Okay, quick question. Why does the person who doesn't know the taboo item come up with a household item? What's the point?
It's the prompt.
Oh, it's a prompt for the scene.
So normally you played in a household, but because we're playing D&D, I figure you could be like, horse is in a stable. So whoever
That's 2
isn't
items.
coming up with the... Well, there you go. Whoever's coming up with the taboo... Whoever's not coming up with the taboo word can come up with a scenario or a place or a thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Who would like to be the first person to not know the word?
Sure.
Daelyn, can you step into the other room, please? What will the word be, guys?
I don't know. Dice?
That's the one I came up with. Yeah.
Wow, guys.
I'm not against dice.
Okay, let's go with that.
We have to not say it, or we have to get it?
You have to get her to say it.
Her to say it.
Without you guys saying
Without
it.
us.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, she heard that.
Yeah, that worked. Daelyn, what thing have you come up with to help prompt this scene?
Beets, like the
Beets.
like the
Dr.
vegetable.
Dre?
Yeah, no.
No.
The root vegetable.
Oh, okay.
The root vegetable beets. And I'm going to time you. You're going to have an arbitrary amount of time that I will decide.
Okay, I have a lawyer question, but I'll ask it at the end.
Yeah. Ask a rule lawyer question.
No, give it away.
Okay.
We're already going to put an asterisk across this one, aren't we?
Exactly. You are aware they're trying to get you to guess a word, so you can avoid a word that you think it is if they're being too heavy-handed.
Perfect.
Oh, she can
Amazing.
avoid it.
She can
I
try
thought she was
to.
trying to get it.
I can do whatever I
You have
want.
to try get her to say it.
Yeah. So the more heavy-handed you are, if you're just like Mary, and she'll be like, oh, they want me to say Chris. Well, I'm not saying hey, Chris.
The night.
Yeah. Mary.
Mary, Jesus.
Mary, Lee, we go along. All right. And your time for the scene
What's the word? Oh,
to do with beats.
all right.
And feel free to be your Dungeons & Dragons character or any character you wish. Starting from now.
Who ate all the beets?
No, it wasn't me. I was doing my homework in the other room. So yeah, definitely couldn't have been me.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I could just kill you if you ate all the beets. How dare you eat all the beets?
That'd be a crying shame.
I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this.
Wow,
So
you're being
you
really
did-
negative about this whole thing.
Well, we've been on the road for like days now.
I wanted to chop them up. I wanted to make a salad with them. They're just like,
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
you know, yeah, I was going to, cut up some tomatoes, throw it in a bowl, then add some lettuce. And what's it called when you cut things small?
Oh, I think you're thinking about like
God damn it, Jake, you
julienning,
gave it away.
I gave it away by you saying, what is that word that the game that we're playing where you have to guess a word? Just completely out of, don't think about that, but I actually want to know the word for this thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually got lost in the narrative there. I forgot the game.
As soon as Luke was like, and you cut them up, I was like, you, very creative. Sorry.
Julienne.
And scene. Very good.
What was it?
Can you guess?
Slicing? Dicing?
Dice.
Dice. Nice.
I
Nice.
was there with you.
Well, since you're all here with us, why don't we do some improv? No, that's
So that was
Speaking of fucking up improv.
wow. That's a throwback.
So myself and Jake used to do a podcast called Tune Time, and that was always the ending.
But our
And-
podcast only. Our podcast
but that's how we would segue.
And I was wondering how long it was going to take until you did that, or with the intro. I was like, "Hey, welcome to Tune Time."
Oh,
and
shit.
actually, after the third episode, I was thinking, you know what? I think
We're
he's actually
pretty
got a good handle on it. And
Nah.
straight away,
When my brain gets fried by nonsense for like a half an hour.
talking about
God,
nonsense,
God.
let's play some D&D.
Yay.
Leader of the Mind Flare.
In our last session, you guys became acquainted with the city of Bale, a stone city in Bocht that is kind of congruent with stone and nature, with trees coming in and out of cobbled paths. You guys got acquainted also with the slosh bucket, where you managed to secure a room, as well as meet the mayor, who gave you a bit of a rundown on the city.
And some Shakespeare.
And some Shakespeare, while also entertaining the picketers outside of his office. After this, you guys made your way to the Balls Academy to
God, I forgot about that. Fuck.
have a look at maybe getting a navigator or seeing what's going on there. But outside the grounds, you saw what appeared to be a figure being bullied pretty unmercilessly by three figures. You guys antagonized them a little bit, just as you noticed Etterath begin to seemingly transform.
As the bullies gather around this large mass on the ground start to sneer at you, you do-gooders interrupting. What do you do?
Oh, you are gonna regret that, you fucking pipsqueak. As you see, Etterath kind of opens his eyes after being hit in the head with a rock. You see his eyes are now glowing a bright gold, as in like his pupils that were once kind of like this dull kind of yellow, now blazing gold. His ears get maybe an inch longer, a little bit wider. You see his beard grow about an inch and his hair also grow about an inch. You see his his crooked nose kind of bend and twist almost into a snout. And you see his teeth get sharper, his brow furrows, and you see what little of his hands you can see, his nails also grow out a bit. And he's just looking dead at the bullies. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
I would like you all to roll initiative. please.
Yeah, I bet 4 episodes later, you're all like, finally.
Safirith.
19.
Nice. Agenar.
Oh, wait, actually, fuck. That's technically, that is a 22.
22. Agenar.
Also 22.
Oh my goodness.
die.
Bias.
Ooh.
8. Etterath.
20.
Ooh.
And we will roll.
I got no beef with these boys.
Roll for the boys.
I'm like, these are kids. I don't want to kill them on their own school grounds.
No,
Who's Agenar and Safirith? Whose dexterity is higher?
My dex is 16.
14.
14. So, Safirith, you are going to take us off as these bully boys around this huddled mass of a whimpering
Did you roll a nat?
humanoid turn to you, and beside you, Etterath grows these fangs and talons and stuff. What do you do?
I'm going to turn to Etterath and just be like, hey, we don't need anyone to die. Okay? All right? But I get they're little snots, so you want to teach them a lesson, and that's fine. But let's keep the blood to a minimum, okay?
He just smirks.
Okay, I'm going to turn back to the bullets. Are there like, they threw rocks. Can I just like throw a rock back at them?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's a snowball.
You actually bend down and pick up the same rock that hit Etterath.
Exact same
And you
rock.
say again, go ahead and roll to hit with your dexterity.
Bias is very on board with this plan.
bonus.
Sweet. I'm gonna try and hit the guy on the right.
The guy on the right, beautiful.
11.
You pick up the rock and you kind of palm it in your hand, and it feels kind of weighty. It's very dramatic.
This is good. I love this.
I've never seen you both stand. And it's
So both of you have
exciting and
stood up.
terrifying.
You take aim and you see the rock soar, and it just flies by the bully on the right's head, and he takes a little bit of a step back, and he looks over and he goes, "These guys look pretty tough. I don't know about this."
Oh, shut up. They can't throw for shit. I don't
That's true. That's true. Would you like to do anything else?
I'm just gonna gently hold up a middle finger.
Bonus action, flip him the bird.
Thank you.
That brings us to Agenar. Agenar, what would you like to do? There are plenty stones about.
Stoners? Or?
Agenar is just going to kind of see the poor lad lying on the floor, and it's like, oh no, fly up into the air and cast.
Oh, what did we have for her flight?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead and roll a constitution.
Attempt to fly up into the
Constitution save to attempt to fly.
Was Connor or was?
Up to you. I think it was
I
wisdom.
don't remember. Oh no.
Is that a...
That's a nat one.
That's a nat one. In this case, your anxiety and your nervousness takes over, and you don't even take off.
Okay.
Your wings
It's
kind of
like-
flutter out, and you do the chicken thing, and you look a little frantic. You lose a couple feathers here and there, and you do not take off.
You see the bullies kind of start to chuckle and laugh, and a little bit of fear that you saw in the bully on the right's eyes has completely dissipated. Any intimidation that they felt is gone at your chicken dance.
How far away are we?
You were 60 yards. Feet even.
I am going to timidly take 15 feet of movement towards them.
Straight?
Yeah, just straight.
That was an epic back on mic head whip.
Yeah, just to illustrate it, we've never seen our DM stand, and now both of them are
We're
standing.
unsure if we even have legs.
Looming.
And we're doing this naked, so as we dance around to do things, it's just like a little like...
I feel like we're really performing now or something. I feel because of this as well, and there's two of us, it feels like a little stage.
A little bit, yeah.
We're your captive audience.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
All right, back to combat.
Back to the game.
Bullying is not nice, and I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on the... I don't need to roll for that. On the lad who's been bullied. And
The
is on
lad in the
ground.
middle.
The lad
Yeah,
in the
how does
middle.
your shield of faith show up on him?
His body and everything starts to kind of shimmer with that sunlight reflection for a moment until it starts to almost sparkle and then expand up around him so that he looks like he's almost like a mini spot of sunlight.
Nice. Nice. You see him kind
Radiating.
of groan a little bit and kind of shield his eyes, but at the moment, he is shield of faithed. Etterath, that brings us to you.
I would like to use my action to dash up to the fuckers.
Yeah, so what is your movement speed?
30 feet. So I get a total of 60.
Right up in front of the main guy who looks at you and says, "Oh yeah, big man. What are you going to do?"
Gonna stab him with my dagger as a bonus action.
Okay.
Please.
Can you use a bonus action
Please
when you haven't
don't
used a
kill.
fight action?
Oh, no, maybe I can't.
Yeah.
Then I just stare at him.
You just stare at him.
He looks like he's going to stab me.
He's nowhere near you.
Maybe we should get out of here. He's right there.
Can you make an intimidation check, please?
Natural one.
Natural one. He kind of looks at you and he goes, "You're a bit grumpy there, little puppy dog." And he reaches out and like pats you on the head mockingly.
God, this kid is going to get himself killed.
You're gonna lose that hand.
Oh, right. I'm going to lose it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna shove it so far up your ass no one will find it again.
Joke's on you. I like having my hands shoved up my ass. Yeah, no, come back. That brings us to Pike's Shaw. I got to think about these things before I say them.
I am going to murder him.
Bias kind of looks to Safirith and be like, I don't know what's weirder. Him turning into that or your reaction was just like, oh, let's calm down. Like, what the fuck have you seen in your life for that to be your reaction to that?
Look, man, I've seen a lot of shit. All I know is that we're in a place where killing someone would not necessarily benefit us in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, no, I agree. Etterath, chill the fuck out, man. He's 14?
He looks to be college age. So think like 18 to 21.
Okay, legal adult.
All
So
right.
me.
Bias just sits on the floor. And like,
Oh my god.
No.
and just like, they both hit each other with rocks. We're fine. Call it even. Call it quit.
All right, that brings us
To the lead child in front of you. You get well, not a child. He's a man. He's effectively a child.
This voice, I keep picturing like a pimply 6-year-old.
Well, he is. That's what he is. He's a pimply, like 19 to 20-year-old dude who clearly thinks he's the coolest on campus. And he looks at you and he goes, "What are you gonna do about it?" And he pats you on the head again and just gives you a firm slap on the cheek. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that fucking hits.
take 1 slapping damage.
1 point of bludgeoning damage as you get a firm slap on the cheek, which brings us to the guy on the right.
Oh yeah, this guy doesn't seem so tough. Hey, Johnny, help me out here.
Johnny was loud.
Come on, Johnny, come on, we've trained for this.
And the guy on the left and the guy on the right move together. As they dash either side of you, one of them goes to grab you around the chest and the other goes to grab you around the legs to try and knock you prone and grapple you.
Ah, shit, we got some wrestling team.
Also, they don't get advantage because of my thing.
That doesn't matter. There.
Johnny in his excitement runs up to your left-hand side and trips and falls flat on his face. You see a gush of blood explode from his nose as the impact comes onto the gravel stone. The other bully, he starts to pull on your arm, but without the backup from Johnny, it seems that he's just kind of like a child tugging at your ape strings. It's not working.
Having fun yet?
If we're being honest, no, it's actually quite frustrating. Brings us around to Safirith with Agenar on deck.
All right, let's try to fucking end this. I'm
Power word kill.
Whoa.
Can you imagine?
Fireball.
I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast, but I'm not going to hit any of them.
Oh no.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna try and call it down to a spot.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
I'm just gonna try and create something very loud to like shock them and like make them fuck off. If I get a nat 1,
You hit me.
that is a 15.
15, yeah, you set off an Eldritch Blast in front of you, and the bullies, they whip their heads up and they see this smoldering dark energy coming up from the ground. You can see the fear is back in their eyes now. The guy on the ground comes up and wipes his nose, and he exclaims in a very high-pitched whimper,
This is my guy.
Oh, that one's got magic! Oh no! Oh, it's magic! You know! Never believe it's not so!
I'm going to slowly step through the smoke that the
nice.
Eldritch Blast has created. And I'm just going to say to them, just loudly enough to hear, that recess is over.
Do you say that in common? Or
Yes, I say that in
Okay.
common.
Nice. Very nice. That brings us...
And then I say it in Infernal.
Oh, interesting. Go ahead and roll intimidation. As they hear you go,
That is an 11.
an 11. You see they're shaken by the Eldritch Blast and the smoke coming up. In a town like this, they've seen Tiefling before. They've seen a lot of things before. They're less scared of you and the way you speak than they are of the fact that you're shooting energy bolts at them. When all they were doing was showing this kid who's boss.
I don't like bullies.
"You don't even know the story, okay? You fucked my mom."
Brings us to Agenar. As you watch this motherfucker on the ground and these kids around him.
All right. We've all fallen down now, so I think we can call it quits. Yes.
No.
Are you trying to persuade them, perhaps?
Yes. Is Edereth visibly injured as well from his...
No, from what you can see, you've just seen the back of him, and all you've seen is him kind of go up to this kid, and this kid bitch slap him, and these other two kids like bounce off him and try one going and fall flat on his face, and the other one tugging at his elbow. He doesn't look like he's in much trouble.
I'm looking right as rain.
This is the first time you've seen him transformed.
But I've seen his... Yeah. I'm going to walk up to Etterath.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put a hand on his shoulder.
He turns around immediately.
Okay, I know they weren't very nice, and I know they threw a rock and gave you a hit, but it's going to be all right. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
For psychological damage.
Just to feel that everything's going to be okay, and the pain, just a little bit of pain.
Go ahead and roll that health there.
The slight pink outline of a hand on Etterath's face does slowly start to disappear.
6 + 6 is 12. 12.
Good thing I was only missing
Plenty.
3 hit points.
As this happens, you see the lead bully kind of tap you on the shoulder and get your attention back to him and say, "Yeah, listen to your chicken friend, you big chicken." And they all start like acting like chickens around you.
I'm going to fucking kill them.
That brings us to your turn, Etterath.
I'm going to deck him in the face.
Okay, go ahead and roll your attack. Add your strength modifier.
15.
15 definitely hits. Roll a d4, I believe.
Oh, you're giving me a
Unstruck.
D4.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually it's just 1 plus
No,
your strength.
no. This is more fun to roll dice. We're here to roll dice. Fuck the rules.
D4. Okay.
Until I
Watch
get
him only
antsy about
have
the rules.
4 hit.
Says the ultimate rules guy.
Till we get all the emails being like, actually...
Yeah.
That is 4 damage.
4 points of damage.
Watch this kid only have 4 hit
After
points.
slapping him, you just go and connect solidly, and a little bit of blood starts to seep out of his mouth, and he just kind of looks at you with shock, and you get the feeling that this kid's never been hit before. Bias, we're up to you.
I want to make a perception check just around the area.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in the actual school itself?
Give me a roll. You are outside the building.
Are we in the ball?
These are the front steps leading up to the actual school itself.
All right, cool. I kind of just want to
Over the heads of everyone, you just see the big letters BALLS.
That's a solid 3 on the die. We are rolling like garbage again.
Wow,
Hot
we're back.
damn. Insight or perception?
Perception.
7.
7, yeah, you look around. It's, as Jake said, you are outside the school grounds, just in front of the staircase leading up to this kind of manor-looking building. You see that a lot of the blinds from the windows have been shut. You look over at the bullies, and past them you see the Goliath they were bullying. He seems to be a bit shaken, but not too hurt, and he's kind of crawling himself into the corner and kind of propping himself up. He is wearing similar Bailman clothes that you saw Sax wear, the navigator who you met on the roads.
All right, I'll just wave at him. Oh!
He's kind of crawling on the ground, and he looks at you and like through like a slightly swollen eye, nothing too bad, but he kind of just raises his hand and winces and just kind of waves at you in some sort of acknowledgement of hi and thank you sort of thing as he crawls away from the center of the fight.
Great. I'll just stay there.
Yeah, that brings us to the lead bandit. After being clocked in the face by...
Let's call it what they are. School children.
Yeah, we should actually change the name, shouldn't we? The person that has the stat build of a bandit.
Dead men.
He kind of looks at you. He's going to take a step back away from you. Do you
I do.
engage?
I do.
Go ahead and roll attack.
You gonna take an opportunity attack?
13.
13 hits. Go ahead and roll that damage.
5 damage.
5 damage. Oh, wow. You clock him in the face for 5 damage, and you see like he drops a little bit as if he's almost knocked out, and his 2 friends grab him under the arms and they go, "Let's get the fuck out of here."
Yeah, we gotta go. He didn't know he had magic and punching powers.
And as they leave,
No fucking smarmy remarks.
as they leave, you cannot take an opportunity to attack because you've used your reaction, and they scarper as quickly as they can up the stairs back into the school through the main doors. You are now out of combat.
That's what you can call that. Sure.
Bias is over in the corner, just like sitting down.
Hey, we're right next to each other. What do you mean, just me?
No, don't worry. I didn't leave you alone.
I just sort of tug on your white whatever it is again. And be
My
like,
cloak.
Your cloak. Oh, let's go see what's going on over here. And we walk over to the. I walk over to the.
Yeah, I'll come with you. For sure.
We walk over to the to the Goliath.
Fucking cowards!
Oh, he feels like a big man, I bet.
Well, he's certainly become a big man. You gonna tell us what's going on here?
He's just looking up at where they left.
I guess that means no.
Would I have any knowledge as to how to calm someone in a...
I will say, go ahead
Date.
and roll a medicine or insight. Let's go medicine. They're both wisdom.
Let's give her advantage because I feel like you would have specific dealings or knowledge.
Backstory hints.
That is an 11.
You know specifically from your experience that people that you've seen in the past have experienced like crazy bloodlust at times and a want for violence, and sometimes the best thing you can do to get them out of it is to distract them. So you
Got a
feel like
laser
that's,
pen.
yeah,
I'm not a cat. How dare you?
that's what you get with your 11.
He's got some doggy
That's
treats.
what I get with my 11. Okay.
All right, and at this time I'm over at the far end. You're a big one, aren't you?
He's enormous. He's around like 7 to 9 foot tall, somewhere around there. But he's kind of like shoulders folded in and arms like between his thighs, kind of walking like a dweeb, but an enormous, jacked, buff dweeb. And he looks at you and he says, "Thank you for helping me."
I did nothing. I sat down. Did you not see?
You waved. I appreciate that.
Oh, well, if that's all it takes.
Yeah. Those boys are really mean.
Honestly, they kind of needed that slap, but I think it was a bit much.
Thank your scary friend as well. Thank you, scary friend. I appreciate it. And he walks up to you, like lumbers over to you and kind of gives you a big soft hug and kind of nuzzles you into his kind of chest and goes, "Thank you, soft friend."
No, I don't break free. I'm just like struggling to get out, but just like, let go of me. I'm gonna fucking.
Starts scratching you behind the ears, like, and he lets you go.
Where'd they go? Where'd they go?
They went back into the school.
Good.
Whoa. I have a question. Does that ear scratch thing work every time?
Oh, I don't know. He just looked kind of cute, so I thought I'd give him a little bit of a scratch.
I'm going to remember that.
Do you want one?
No, I got no ears.
Oh, okay. How do you hear?
I that's a question. Vibrations through the shell.
Oh, okay. And he walks up to you and kind of like puts his face down onto your shell and goes, kind of straightens up and looks at you, Agenar, and he says, "I feel warm. I feel sunshine. I felt that from you. Thank you. Thank you."
Oh, good. No worries. And Agenar is going to look at his wounds. You mentioned he's sort of looking...
He's got a bit of a swollen eye, that sort of thing. Yeah.
And is going to just gently reach up to it and cast Cure Wounds once more.
Thank you, Birdie. Thank you.
Right, it does
that's
tickle a little
okay.
bit.
And in the meantime, while they were making their first introductions, Agenar was sort of looking around for something to distract Etterath with, and sort of noticed the kind of round-shaped rocks that were around.
The round-shaped rocks around.
Don't you do it?
The round-shaped rocks on the ground? The brown, round rocks on the ground?
They're round on the ground, the round-shaped rock.
You found a brown, round, down.
I get around. Anyway, and Agenar is going to have picked up 2 of them when she went to touch our friend the Goliath, and then spot a third one, turn to Etterath, and say, "I know that was rather stressful, but guess what? This always makes me happy." And start to juggle.
Acrobatics check.
That went very. I thought you were going to throw it and have me fix.
Acrobatics check, please.
Acrobatics or performance?
Acrobatics.
I called that juggling.
No, I thought you were just going to go, "Hey, Edereth, You see this? And just chuck it.
If it caused it, it
not-
can fix it.
That's not Agenar.
Classic amnesia rules. One knock to the head gets rid of it, one knock brings it back.
Yep. Oh, we are not doing well today.
Ah, jeez.
That is a 15.
Yeah, you successfully start juggling the rocks. You even manage to do like a little spin as you're going, like definitely distracting for most people.
You notice the Goliath kind of looking and going, yes, clown.
The second you do a little spin, that turns towards you and then is just watching the rocks. Like you see his eyes just following the rocks. Then you see after about a couple of seconds, you see his ears shrink back down and his nose goes back to its normal crooked and his eyes stop glowing.
Oh God, what the fuck just happened?
Do you not remember?
Oh God, I need a drink.
Yeah, I feel like we could all probably use one. Is there a campus pub or like an office? Those are two very different.
there is an office. If you want to go up and speak to the receptionist, you can go up to the office and speak to them. We have a late night receptionist. But as far as drinks go, it's not really allowed on campus. People do get away with it, though.
Well, seeing as we're here, maybe we go to reception and then go get a drink or something to eat.
Oh God, my head.
Well, thank you for putting up with those bullies for me. I appreciate it.
Why were they beating up on you, lad?
Because I don't know if you noticed, I'm not like them. I'm training to be a navigator, and my type usually don't train to be navigators in balls.
And what type is that? Tall?
Tall, strong. We usually end up being the protectors that wield the steel wood to protect from the mist monsters. But I wanted to be a navigator, and apparently that's not allowed.
You just called yourself strong. Why would you let them beat you up?
Well, I don't want to hurt anyone.
All right, good answer.
Thank you.
So have we caused problems for you? Are they going to come after you again?
Oh, no, I think maybe if I can tell them you're my friends, they may actually stay away for a while. You may have done me a favor.
Aye, lad, you're my friend.
Oh,
As long as I can call you my friend.
oh. He like gets a little bit teary and kind of grins and nods vigorously. Yeah, friends.
I feel like I
Friends.
missed something.
Yeah. You kind of and I just like point to my canines and I just like make a little like motion with my fingers.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that thing. It was like a and like the ears just kind of
Yeah, but I definitely need a drink then.
All right. And then maybe you can tell us about that over some drinks, perhaps.
DM question. How much do we know about the transformation of people into whatever that was?
You, as Fionians, would definitely know about lycanthropy, and you would know that they have a settlement in Fiona.
Okay.
They have recently been more well accepted in society, but they still stand somewhat further apart. They don't have seats on the council, but they are accepted in Fiona, but only recently.
You, Safirith, on the other hand, know that coming from Severe, the human settlement, that sort of affliction is quite often hunted out. So a lot of people with that affliction flee to Fiona in order to as a refugee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's just a small case of the werebears. It's fine. He'll get over it.
Fucking case of the what?
Werebears.
Where?
Nice.
Where bear? There bear. Okay, I need to get home or my mom's going to kill me.
Do you want me to walk you home?
No, it's fine. I just live down there and the bullies are back inside. I'll be fine. You do what you need to do.
You can navigate your way home, can you?
Almost. I'm almost qualified.
And speaking of navigation, where would we be able to find a navigator if we were looking for one?
If you go, your adventure, if you go to reception, they'll be able to point you in the direction of hiring a navigator. Oh, and protection crew if you need. The roads out from Bale are quite treacherous.
Excellent.
Do you have to get home quick, or can you take us to the reception yourself?
I can walk you up this. It's literally just up there, but I can walk
Walk
you.
us.
And he holds out his hand to
grab
hold
it.
your hand, and he kind of walks you upstairs as you hold his hand.
Give me another perception check.
No.
Not much better. I think that's a 10, a 6 on the die, so that would be a plus perception, plus 4, 10.
10, yeah, you look around as you're going up the stairs and it seems to be like an old school manor. Think nearly like a little tiny Hogwarts, if that makes sense.
Okay.
But without the big columns, more of like a compressed Hogwarts, if you will.
Are you going to turn into something fucking crazy again?
No promises, I guess.
Are you going to try and kill more children?
Excuse me, they are fucking adults. They can handle themselves.
Okay.
Everything worked out okay, so I'm sure next time we'll be better prepared now that we know that that's a possibility.
Don't worry, there won't be a next time.
Okay.
Right, lead on, lad.
Oh, sure.
Quick question. What's your name?
My name is Bakanov.
Bakanov. That's got to be a tough one to live with at school.
Why?
So many possibilities.
Of what?
Of fun nicknames.
Like what? I like nicknames.
Aye, and not these ones.
Oh.
Give me a bully roll.
You know what? You like nicknames. I shall call you the Jolly Green Giant.
But I'm not green.
I know. That's the fun of it.
Ha 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 ha. I get it. I don't get it. And it leads you up the stairs to this front door, pushes the double doors open.
As you enter, you see a little dragonborn woman sitting behind a front desk reception area. She's hunched over. She's wearing like a little plaid dress and horn-rimmed glasses. And she's hunched over, scribbling furiously with a quill. In the rest of the room, you see a number of doors that lead off into these big corridors. There's 2 sets of staircases to either side as well. The room is like dimly lit with torches, and the dragonborn lady notices you as you enter, and she sternly says,
What? Student IDs, please.
I should give her a wave.
Hello, student IDs, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're not.
Bakanov hands over his student ID.
Yes, I know who you are, Bakanov. Head on in. Student IDs, please.
Well,
Not students here.
What can I do for you? Quickly. I got a lot to do.
Oh, we're looking for a navigator.
A navigator.
Yes.
Right. Now. You want a navigator now?
For the morning.
For the morning. Okay. No one's told you how this works. Okay. Sorry. Here's the thing. We can't exactly hand out navigators left, right, and center. They're sleeping at the moment. So what you'll have to do is you'll have to come back in the morning and we can sort out all the I can take details now if that's what you want.
Yes, that's what.
Okay, where are you heading?
The Temple of Brigantia.
Which is?
In the south.
In the south.
Well, we're not sure of exactly the
Near
location
Kron?
ourselves.
You're heading to Kron. Right, okay. And will that be one way or will you be traveling return?
Jeez, I hope we're returning.
Okay, return. Excellent. She takes a note and she says, you will be requiring a navigator and what, some security as well, or?
I suppose we weren't exactly told how much this would possibly run us, so we'd like a quote, an estimate.
Okay, I'll do a quote for just the navigator, and then I'll do you a quote for the navigator and some security.
Thank
with
you.
The appropriate weapons. Okay, is there anything else I can do for you?
Do you know the problem with this? These 3 bullies that beat up my friend here, the Jolly Green Giant?
The bullies?
Aye.
We don't have bullies in this school.
Are you sure?
They're all very responsible children.
Well, because 3 of them almost just died outside
Really?
from that friend there because they were beating up my friends here.
You tried to kill 3 students.
Etterath looks
Wait, no.
incredibly hungover.
He doesn't even look like he could beat up himself, let alone 3 students.
All I'm saying is look after my friend here. And I smack the butt of what's his face because he can't reach that high.
You see Bakanov
like,
kind of shift uncomfortably as you bring up the whole bullying situation. It's obviously not something that he likes talking about or bringing attention to because he seems to shrink even more into himself.
It's okay. They're just having fun with me.
And how is it fun for you?
No, I mean you just having fun. They're pretending that I get bullied. It's a joke. These are new friends that I made. These are my friends.
We're his friends, aye, but...
All right. Sorry, what was that last bit?
Oh, we're his friends, but we're not joking.
Okay, I can put in an official complaint about
Yes.
these students.
Do it.
Okay.
What were the
what's-
names?
Johnny. I don't know. I only heard one. I was far away.
You mean the three Vidalcan boys that just ran in?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, okay. I can take down their names.
We really appreciate everything you've done for us, especially since it's so late.
Okay, no need to suck up to me like that. For fuck's sake. All right.
Trying to be polite.
Yeah, no need for it, okay? You want something, just ask me. None of this pissy business, right?
We were
so
wondering, is it possible to see the headmistress at all?
the headmistress will be in tomorrow morning, so how about you come back tomorrow morning?
I just side-eye Safirith. I just look at her like, all right.
She'll know everything that's going on.
Tomorrow morning, come on in and I'll have your quote done up and you can check it out tomorrow and we'll figure it out then. Is that everything?
That's everything.
Right. Well, best be off. And you, speaks to Buckenhoff,
Yeah.
and you better get back to studying. You're falling way behind, I've heard. Buckenhoff kind of just looks at you all sullenly and goes,
Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Nice to meet
that's
you.
okay.
Nice to meet you.
You give me a wave if you ever need anything.
I will.
he waves at you.
And I wave back.
And he trudges off down the hall as the receptionist goes back to scribbling on her notepad.
And I guess we all wander back to the slush bucket.
Good kid.
One drink before bed.
Sure.
More than one.
Excellent. What would you like?
Get me, he just kind of looks over behind the bar and probably just points at one of the like mid-tier bottles.
Lower that
wine.
finger.
She goes, just give me that one.
Lower shelf.
I'm the one paying for it.
Oh, well then. Higher shelf.
A lovely bottle of wine or something.
The ogre woman kind of steps over and says,
Oh, you're back. Good to see you back. How was your trip? How was your night out? You had a good night out?
Yeah, it was eventful.
Oh, well, your rooms are ready whenever you need them. Okay.
slaps the keys on the desk in front of you.
Thank you.
Oh, my friend wanted to order a bottle of wine, if that's possible.
A bottle of wine? Yeah, sure. The one that you were quite obviously Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that one.
She grabs the bottle of wine and
4 glasses.
Just the bottle.
Just the bottle.
Just the
Okay.
bottle.
There's the bottle.
Thank you.
The rooms are up the stairs to the left. Do you mind if I shut up the front door and head to sleep? Is there anything else
could
you
we
need?
have some waters too, please?
Some water,
Yes,
yeah.
for everybody.
Water for everyone.
That's a good idea.
Of course.
she goes to this, goes to the
Hot
tap
water.
and starts pumping it, this big ancient iron pump, and fills 4 glasses with water and kind of sets them out in front of you.
Thank you.
Not a problem. You have a good night, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.
You guys take a seat in one of the empty tables and look around. The place is pretty much all cleared out. There's a couple milling around, finishing their drinks, but other than that, you seem to be by yourselves.
Any suspicious Nim-looking fellows? Waving
Is there anyone sitting there patting the seat beside them?
There's a guy waving over at you very eagerly.
Make a perception check.
You look over and see a couple at the bar, and they're both eyeing
Both
you.
look like Nim.
Jesus, that's another 3. 7.
Oh,
No, you see a couple at the bar. That's about it.
Hey, so earlier...
He just opens the bottle with his teeth.
Wait, like the cork? Or
Like the
you
cork,
bite
yeah.
off I imagine you biting the glass. like,
No, he bites out the cork and just kind of spits it over onto the table.
I don't really know what happened earlier, but I wouldn't mind knowing a little bit more about it, just so we're not...
You need to be a little more specific than that.
How long you been one friend?
My entire fucking life.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's a... well, I don't know. We don't have a lot of people that can do what you can do where I come from. A lot of them leave.
Yeah,
From Fiona? Or you from her place?
I'm not from anywhere.
Well, that's a kind of cryptic question. How can you not be from anywhere?
I mean, I was born fucking somewhere, but then I can't go back to that place now, can I? So I'm
And
not
where is
from
that place?
anywhere. Might be fucking Fiona.
Okay.
And he just takes a big old swig from the bottle.
Agnar's just going to push one of the glasses of water right in front of Etterath. It'll help with the headache
That's what this is for.
tomorrow.
You can just tell me to bugger off, but it's like an anger thing. Is it like a... I don't know. This is like the stories I always heard when I was a kid was that it was to do with the moon or the suns or so. I'm curious.
For most people it is. For me it's not. It's
Guess you could
Is
do
that
with
true,
anger.
James? Is it true that most people is to moons and stuff in our world?
You know that some can transform at will, some cannot.
Okay,
You don't know why or where. There's many different types as well. So
Cool.
they're pretty varied.
Try to keep it at bay, but sometimes it gets the best of me.
It's not quite you, is it?
If anything's more me than it actually is.
Fair enough.
Come on, you sat me down and asked me fucking questions, so come on, get them out before I start drinking too much. There's probably about like 3/4 of a bottle left. Got less than a minute. And he swirls it and he starts chugging.
If that's all we're gonna get from you and your grumpy ass, I'm gonna go to bed.
Fuck you too, Turtle.
I give him a little scratch behind the ears and walk off.
You try to reach for him and he just slaps your hand away.
He just chuckles, fair enough. I say goodnight to the ladies and I walk off. And I just trundle off to bed. And you just hear this from the bedroom.
That's right.
Pulling the beads out one by one.
I was so confused for a second. I was like, wow.
Sam Riegel.
Right, well, take it easy. Guess I'll see you all tomorrow.
And he slams the bottle down on the table.
Well, I think that might be a sign we should go to bed.
You go ahead.
All right. I'm glad you're okay.
Sure.
And Agenar just gives him a little pat on the shoulder.
Thank you.
And you all head off to bed. When you get into the room, first thing you see is just this turtle shell sitting on the floor.
Wait, are we all in the same room? I thought we were in separate rooms.
I think you bought 2 different rooms.
Got 2 rooms,
okay.
yeah.
And you guys head off to sleep and have a long rest.
Oh, fuck. Why did I room with the turtle?
In the morning, you hear a...
You guys are woken up by the sound of the popping.
He only took half of them out.
As the first crack of dawn peers through the shades of the room windows.
You wake up and you see Etterath is not in the room.
All right. Those 3 must have had a fun night. So I walk over to the ladies' room. I'm like, it didn't take them long. Just start knocking.
Agnar's already awake, like tidying, just gently dusting down the windowsills.
I'm like still half asleep in all of my clothes, just lying on top of the bed.
Oh, hello.
I expected it from her, but not from you. Edereth and you two last night. Why is he not in bed?
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
He's not in the fucking bed. And
Like-
it's not hard to see him. He's not in the bed.
Like he's gone.
Well,
I don't know where. I thought he was in here with you girls. You were up late drinking. Who knows?
No, I
No?
mean we left him. He was at the table, but you know.
Okay. All right. Let's.
he's probably
Etterath!
hungry.
Edereth.
There are other people here.
Maybe they know where he is.
Well,
Maybe
why
he'll sit with
don't we
one of them.
go downstairs? He's probably eating
Okay,
breakfast.
fine.
All right, we all walk downstairs.
You'll head downstairs.
Actually, I poke my head back in the room and I look under the bed.
Yeah.
And then,
He's there.
I swear to God, if you're there.
Go ahead and roll.
He's lying there, arms crossed over each other.
I just wanted to look around, see if there's if his gear's there, if he left any kind of information.
Yeah, make an investigation check as you search the room.
Fuck me sideways. It's a natural one.
It's a natural 1.
I'm going to use the different dice.
You look around, you push open the door and you look around and the room is surprisingly a lot tidier than you left it. Like the corners of the bed are all tucked in. Both beds are all tucked in. The rug that you kind of moved when you were in your turtle shell wasn't there. You realize you've gone into the wrong fucking room. You're checking a room that's already been pre-made up.
I was like, I must have slept cleaned again. That's awkward. Maybe I moved him somewhere. Maybe I threw him outside.
And you head downstairs.
Honk and Gurp. What were the names? The trolls. What were the names?
You got 1 right. Honk and Frong.
I was close.
Honkinger.
Honk. Honk.
Hello.
Honk goes,
Yeah, what is it? Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Did you sleep all right?
Very well, thank you.
Oh, I'm glad.
Ladies, sorry, I shouldn't speak for you two. Did you sleep well?
Did you sleep all right?
Yeah, no, very, very well. Thank you.
I'm glad.
It was okay, a little noisy, but
Noisy? What was noisy?
And he pulls out a little clipboard and a pencil.
We're always looking for feedback. We're up and coming.
oh, well, it was nothing inside the inn. No,
Oh, okay.
I could just hear the noise through the window. So maybe if you installed 2 panes of glass.
As you say that, you hear a rustling in the alleyway of like the clink of bottles and a trash can moving.
Would that be the noise?
Yes.
Let's check it out.
And he kind of leads you all out the front door around into the alleyway. And as you poke your heads around the corner, what do they see?
You see Etterath vomiting behind a trash can.
Oh, God.
You see a couple of bottles strewn out in the alley, and you see him kind of go up, and he's holding a rabbit's foot in his hand. He's just kind of looking at it, and then he just kind of sits down amongst the bottles and just like looking at it.
Is it a bloody rabbit's foot?
No, a pristine, like properly
one.
taxidermied, like beautiful rabbit's foot.
Can I ask you this? Did you sleep the night?
Probably not.
Take a point of exhaustion,
Yep.
please.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you did not go to bed last night.
Oh god, is it morning already?
Yep.
Yes.
Fuck. No, I slept.
No, you
I slept. I sleep.
here, out
yes,
here in
yes.
the alley.
Yeah.
With the
I'll go up to him and just place a hand on him and do lay on hands.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How does your lay on hand? How does your lay? How do your lady hands?
I don't lay hands. I just say to him in the action of lay on hands, "You're all right, bud. It's fine. We all have those nights. Buck up and maybe have hair the dog. Isn't that right? Chop, chop, chop."
Oh, fuck this, lad. What?
And yeah, I use the 5 points of lay on hands, quote unquote, to heal a disease or a condition, whatever it was.
Nice. Very nice use there. You feel your headache clear. You are still exhausted. You still have the point of exhaustion, but your headache clears and your morning kind of stupor kind of clears a little bit. And you actually sober
Neutralize
up.
a poison.
You actually sober up.
I'm not drunk.
You actually sober up. If you were drunk, you would have sobered up. And you feel a lot clearer than you have been, whether you want to or not.
God, it took me all night to get fucking there. Now you just ruined it in one fell swoop.
You're welcome.
Honk turns to you and says, well, if this is what it was, I'm glad I could be of assistance. I'm going to go inside and get breakfast ready for everyone. Would you like some, or you're on your way?
Oh, yes, please. I'd like some.
yeah, no breakfast.
Okay, breakfast will be in about 5 or 10 minutes on the sizzle.
And heads back inside.
Agenar is just going to get her little water skin out and just...
I'm fine. No thanks to you.
Okay.
All right, let's breakfast and then trekking into these deadly mists to find some missing children.
Right, well, we should probably go pick up our navigator then, shouldn't we?
Yes.
I say we should probably let them know that we're trying to rescue these children, because it's very possible that they might not make us pay for a navigator if we're trying to do them a huge favor.
I mean, didn't we tell the mayor already? Wouldn't he would have already offered, no?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, I kind of fucking tuned out when he was going off on his crazy monologue that was very self-flagellating.
Oh, you mean the mayor? No, I don't. Well, like the mayor knows, but like the school doesn't. So yeah, I don't know. Let them know. And
you know what? We should check the signs, see if they've been fixed yet. Know where to bring the kids when we find them.
yeah, that's a good point, actually.
I mean, they did tell us just to bring it back to the office and then they'll deal with that.
Oh, they did. Right. Okay.
Let's just assume that Bias heard none of what the mayor said.
I was tuning out.
Honk brings out a rather hearty sausage and egg breakfast with some cabbagey leaves and just a mishmash of hot and cold. What you would probably eat for like a traditional kind of dinner meal, potatoes, that sort of thing. And it's very well cooked and it's very, very, very tasty. This seems to be something they've put a lot of effort in, this bed and breakfast sort of thing.
Is there a review board that we can leave a review for you guys?
Yeah, absolutely. There's a booklet at the door that you can write in, and we'll read it.
But is there a board for like everyone to see?
There is, but
Like
people tend
strangers to just not find your place.
If you put stuff on the board, make sure you put plenty of detail on it, because a lot of people have been having a lot of trouble understanding what's going. So don't just say this place good. Put a fair bit of detail in there.
Gotcha.
Notice boards.
We've heard it's a common problem.
And I start scribbling a little note and just like writing out like, eat here. Great food. Great service. And Honk is a great person.
Yeah, now he's sucking up.
Really well written character.
Voice works great.
I love how well rounded they are.
Yeah. As you head out the door, you can head past the notice board on your way to Balls.
And in the corner, I scribble the address because that's apparently the thing we do.
Nice.
One board at a time.
It's like riding on a toilet stall sort of thing, isn't it?
Go here, great breakfast food.
As you make your way over to the manor, you notice a lot more students traversing the courtyard of balls. You know, students coming in and out of balls. Multiple people at once. It's balls. And you make your way into the academy. You were greeted at the same reception desk, but this time the stern-looking dragonborn lady is gone, and a much friendlier young woman is sitting behind the desk.
Hello, what can I do for you?
Bad choice?
No. Great choice. Keep it going. Yes, I think last night we inquired about hiring a navigator to take us to...
Oh, yes, you've been the last people to put your names down for it, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
She says, right, I've got here, okay, we have a quote for just the navigator, and we also have a quote for the navigator with a little bit of a protection party, is that correct?
Yes.
Oh, you guys spoke at the same time, it's cute. Cute. All right, so
Do you have one final quote for in case we want to hire the headmaster?
you want to hire the headmistress?
And I wink at Safirith.
Do you know of the headmaster? Headmistress,
I
rather?
just see her like...
She helped us out on our way into town, so we thought that.
Oh no, that was Sax.
That wasn't her.
No, oh fuck, never mind.
You had one
Confused.
of our alum probably helped you on the way in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although, if they were able to help out...
And who would they be? What is their name?
Sax?
Sax. Yes.
I didn't catch the last name.
Yeah, oh no, there's only one Sax in balls.
Oh, okay.
It's the dumbest joke.
I hate you.
I get it every time.
I quit.
She says, I'll be sure to send a note along to... What was your name?
Oh no, just wondering if it would be possible to hire her, but that's totally okay. If she's not available, we totally understand.
I will take a look. And she flicks through this large ledger and flicks through and goes, Sax, here we are. Sax, how long would you be needing her for?
Few days, most likely.
A few days. It says here you're heading down to Kron.
Yes.
Yes. All going well. That should take about, return trip, about a week.
Yeah.
Okay.
There,
That
back.
sounds good. A
For
week.
a week, I guess.
That's 20,000 gold for the week.
Just her?
Just her, yes. If you want an adventuring party, I can give you a couple of guardsmen for around $50,000 a week.
We don't need them.
What the fuck is $1?
Dollar. That is where I come from. It's what we call gold pieces.
Do you have anyone in training by the perchance that wants to go on an
We have a
adventure?
fair few. I mean, this is a school for training. You want a navigator
and
in
do they
training?
want to learn in the field and take us there themselves? Instead
Oh,
of-
we wouldn't send a student out, but someone with almost enough knowledge, we could probably send them out, provided they get their accreditation from the shaman. Abadlihias. I can get the headmistress if you want to speak to her about this. She has a better idea.
Well,
Yes,
we
yes,
should.
I like that idea.
Yeah, headmistress.
Do you agree, Sophia?
Yeah, that sounds
I think
like a
we're
good
talking
idea.
about two different people here.
I will put a feelers out looking for Sax, see if Sax is around. But in the meantime, you can speak to the headmistress.
Agenar is going to quietly lean to Etterath and say, well, I think we heard
when we were in the inn that the headmistress is quite attractive also. And I think the idea is that Safirith likes the attractive ladies.
Wait, what? Wait, oh, this is fucking news to me. Wait, what?
So I think it's just a gentle bit of ribbing.
For her pleasure.
Wish someone fucking told me earlier. I would have fucking gone in on this.
The receptionist kind of touches her fingers to her temple and sends off a telepathic message while you're doing this.
Well, we should probably mention that the mayor did send us on this mission of sorts to find the children.
Oh, yeah, we've had plenty of people doing that. Yeah, we appreciate your help.
Seem rather nonchalant about this.
Oh, I just deal with the business of balls. I don't have anything to do with the other stuff. It's becoming a hazard for me now as well.
Yeah, you tried really
I tried really hard. I tried hard with the balls.
You hear the click-clacking sound of high heels coming down the stone staircase, and you look up and you see this very regal, slightly older Asimar lady. She is pretty hot. In that kind of like older teacher kind of way, who teach you a few things. You know, she's been around the block. Her posture is straight, and she looks like she could kill you with a look, but also teach you and be very tender if she wanted. She comes down the stairs, and
that was the kinkiest description I've ever heard.
Welcome to the Erotica podcast.
She comes down the stairs and she looks each of you up and down.
I wave.
Hello, yes, what can I do for you?
Well, we're looking for a navigator so that we
Are you
can...
okay, dear?
No, I'm fine. Sorry. Just choked on my own spit.
Hey, Safirith, how about we go take a walk outside? You're looking a little,
No, I'm fine.
You sure?
It's fine. Yeah. No, I'm...
Yes, we're looking for a navigator to go and help find the children.
Right, I assume my receptionist gave you the prices, yes?
Yes.
Yes, 20,000 gold.
That's kind of ridiculous, no? Who in their right mind can afford 20,000 gold?
Plenty of people.
Point one out right now.
And she points out down the street, and a wealthy businessman in a top hat walks past and goes, "Hello, any navigators?" And flicks 20 gold pieces in the air as the receptionist gathers them.
20? You said 20,000.
20,000 gold pieces in the air.
1,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, a single one is
And he's scattering 20.
She simply shrugs and points and says, "People pay an extremely high price in order to successfully and safely navigate this beautiful, beautiful continent."
How can you see it if it's fucking foggy everywhere?
Oh, I assure you, once you get through the fog, you see quite a lot. There's some beautiful, beautiful places.
Okay, well, there goes all my arguments. Yours?
I wasn't aware we were having an argument.
I mean, my conversation.
Of course. And what a great conversation it's been so far.
Do you have any navigators that would do like pro bono navigation for good causes?
Roll a persuasion.
Agenar is going to grab her beads and say,
Got yourself?
Brigantia, please help us in this moment.
that is balls.
Add a D4.
Okay. Persuasion. That is a 8.
She looks at you and she says, "What I can do is if you agree to accompany one of our graduating students to Lahias in order to gain their final tattoos to help them navigate, I can let them set their own price. I assure you it won't be anywhere near the cost of an actual navigator, but once done, they should be able to navigate you wherever you wish. Is that something that...
So we would go north to Lahir and then south to Crone?
Wherever you're heading, yes. You'd have to head north to Lahias first and speak to the shaman and get that done. May take a day or two for him to get his
just a
final
day or
tattoos.
two.
I'm just going to lean down and whisper to Agenar. I I wouldn't mind getting to meet the shaman.
Oh, okay.
So might be a good deal anyway.
Will you just give us a moment to confer?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
She kind of leans over and starts speaking to the receptionist. She seems quite nice. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go huddle in like the corner.
In the corner, we're all
I'm just
just gonna
staring at
face our backs.
I'm literally just staring at her.
Bias. Okay, I don't think he cares. Okay.
I mean, it sounds like a good deal, and I have no idea where we'd find 20,000 gold anytime soon. I don't know about you all, but I am.
I have a few ideas, but I don't think we want to do them.
I also feel like we probably shouldn't piss people off here more than necessary.
Then we will not be doing any of them.
Etterath's on OnlyFans.
Well, are you okay with taking a day or two extra to go to the north?
Yeah, I guess if it doesn't get us fucking killed, so, arriving to do what, so long as we arrive alive to do what we do, it's better than arriving dead.
I agree.
All right.
Agreed.
I guess that's settled it. Bias, do you agree?
Before you say this, Bias and headmistress Ayarwin, since you haven't asked her name, are staring at each other. She goes, "You're an interesting fellow. I haven't seen your type here before."
And I haven't seen your type at all.
Really?
No.
Oh, surprising. No Aasimar on Fianna, eh?
Not that I saw.
Oh, right. What did you do for a living?
I hunted souls.
I know all about you. Your kind, anyway.
I don't know if we're kind, but we are. We are what we are. But it's okay. I stopped that.
Oh, either way, a job's a job. I don't judge.
A job is a job.
A job is a job.
But some jobs are sucky.
Yes. What job are you on right now?
Making friends. Seeing
Making
the world.
friends.
Yes.
And she looks at you and she says, "Thank you for your service. Genuinely."
Don't thank me for that shit.
You're not proud of it?
There are many things I am proud of, and that is not one of them.
Well, I hope you cling to the things you are proud of.
I do.
Good. Good man. Roll an insight check. I know you're passive insight, but roll an insight check.
Oh, good God, I rolled a 6.
Damn.
So my insight, I believe, is a +2, but I shall check that. I've literally rolled my passive insight.
Hot trash.
Yeah, hot trash. Literally
Yeah,
nothing.
we're all
over a
rolling
6.
real shit tonight.
My insight is +2. So
Wouldn't have
that
it
is an
any
8.
other way.
As you look at her, she kind of, you get the feeling that she kind of understands where you've been, what you've been through. And she says, when we are told to do things by those who believe they're better than us, and then we realize that they're not, that can be quite a shock. So.
Do you tell other people to do things just because you are better than them?
No, I educate people and I let them make up their own mind.
I hold out a hand to shake her hand.
She holds out her hand, shakes her hand firmly, and says, "Headmistress Ayarwin,
Bias jaw.
pleased to make your acquaintance."
And on that note, we are toddling up. Well, I'm toddling. Speak for yourself.
Striding confidently.
Roll, Safirith, roll a performance check to see how suavely you can walk.
I'm so scared. I've been rolling so shit.
This would be the one good one.
You got that crowded dice tray.
Yeah,
Yes, performance, please.
it's a 12.
It's a 12. You believe that you're walking quite suavely, and you kind of catch her kind of look you up and down as you walk, and she says nothing. So what decision have you come to?
Well, we would like to help.
We'll join one of your grads.
Yes.
One of our grads. Excellent, excellent. I will. Give me a moment. And she heads up the stairs and around the corner, and you're left alone in the hallway.
So she's quite hot, isn't she?
I don't get it. I personally don't get it.
You don't like beautiful women?
I just don't. Okay, that's a whole different conversation.
Well, yeah, I mean, she's attractive, but it's also because she's smart and intelligent.
You didn't even speak
really
to her. How would you know?
You can just tell sometimes. You look at someone and you can tell.
I'm sure you don't want to take a walk outside like you are visibly sweating.
She's red, isn't she?
No, but like even redder than usual, and you are profusely sweating.
Look, okay, sometimes around attractive people, I get nervous, okay? maybe you're all confident and cool all the time and like nothing ruffles you, but
Hey, I get to with the chicken ruffles. Nice.
she does not laugh.
You guys start to hear...
Agenar, however, just chuckles quietly.
You guys hear frantic running sounds behind you. As you turn around, you see Bakanov running over towards you.
And he waves at you. And he goes, "Friends, I heard you needed a navigator."
And that's where we're going to end our session.
You know what? Like half an hour ago, could be like, why don't we just ask that fucking...
Theater of the Mind Flare.
Thanks for listening to Theatre of the Mind Flayer. We go live on all good podcast apps every Tuesday. If you like what you heard, leave us a review on whatever podcast app you're listening to. If you didn't like it, well, stiff shit, you already listened to it. Reach out to us on Twitter at mindflayer_pod and on Instagram at Theatre of the Mind Flayer. Thanks, babies.